some kind or another.
The idea of music as a heavenly enterprise, that's a really ingrained part of our thinking as Latter-day Saints. And I'm distinguishing it to some extent from all of historic Christianity. The feeling in early Christianity, as you read the early church fathers, is that singing is an acceptable pleasure only because we're singing sacred words. There's a love of music in the sense that you can't do without it because you need it to get doctrine into people's heads and hearts. But music of itself is always on the edge of being too pleasurable. So there's this tricky aspect to music all along the way. And I think that Joseph Smith had kind of gotten that worry about the pleasures of music out of the heads of Latter-day Saints early on.
In order to sing by the Spirit and with the understanding, it is necessary that the Church of the Latter-day Saints should have a collection of sacred hymns adapted to their faith and belief in the gospel. It is sincerely hoped that the following collection, selected with an eye single to his glory, may answer every purpose till more are composed. Emma Smith.
I think that that's a key thought. You know, we're going to sing with the Spirit. That's the old way of singing. But we're going to sing with the understanding also. And that's very important, that we have to engage the mind and the sort of discipline of learning with our musical worship. You have to then look at our origins as a church. We're founded on literacy. In the early years of the church, the notion is not come hear our preacher, it's read this book. Here's a new book, the Book of Mormon. So the notion of literacy and having a book open and reading out of it to get your faith, to get your religion, is very strong. It's really at the foundation. Why is it that Mormons sing in parts in congregations today? There's no other church that does that. I've talked to people from other churches. They say, we sing the melody. Everybody sings the melody. But this tradition of musical literacy and choir singing, it got so ingrained in the Mormon culture that Mormon congregations sing as if they were choirs, even now. And I think it has to do definitely with the pursuit of excellence that we've always encouraged, and trying to do it a little better, you know, to try to exert ourselves in a more learned kind of way. And so that's built into our worship.